Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Kangular from CZT Tomas Padros. Now, we use this today for my Tough Tangle Tuesday, and while this one, there are probably other tougher ones, and I suppose it depends on the person on what they might define as tough. But it's a neat tangle, super interesting, lots of ways to use it, just lots of ways to explore creativity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show just a singular Kangular, and which you essentially end up using it as a fragment is what you do, and then depending on how you decide to do it, you can come up with really almost an unlimited amount of designs. All right, so it starts off with a two lines creating a 90-degree angle, right? So two lines. I'm going to draw a ginormous one. Okay. Whoops. Two lines. I guess it doesn't really matter which direction that you're looking at. All right, then we're going to do two more lines, creating a 90-degree angle, or thinking better to think of it as maybe creating a box here in this corner. So I'm going to go about 2/3 of the way up, just because that's how I want to do mine. And then what I do is, as I'm drawing this first line, then I'm kind of imagining this line here, and okay, is this going to be a box or is it going to be a rectangle? And that's kind of, I go slow and try to measure it that way. Then let's see, we're gonna take these lines and come. Oh, I guess that would be good enough. Okay, I'm thinking this because, and I'm thinking, how much of this do I want to have peeking out? So you could, which I think I might, just a smidge. Well, although, you know what? When you do that, well, I'm going to have to maybe make this one just a little bit bigger. We're going to fill this in, this section, so you can adjust it a little bit longer if need be. And so I'm going to do that right now. I said had ended up being, this is a little bit curved, but I moved to my graphic one. And we're just filling in this section. Now, I will say, while he has this part being filled in the step out, you could put something else in there. I know on our sessions we had people that did some straight lines, and it made a really, really neat effect. So this part is really up to your creativity and your vision. All right. So as I was saying, all right, I kind of want these to be straighter. So let's see. So this is called course correcting. And so I'm going to draw my line kind of how I want to see it, like there. And a lot of times I will do this with the fine line because, well, let's see. Let's draw it from here and go a little bit straight. There we go. And then you can always fill in that way. I love the course corrections. Okay. And as I mentioned, this is large size. You can do these any size you want. And then also on the step out, what the last step that he has is we'll create another box kind of inside this box. Same idea as when we did this, but we're doing it against the corner. And this too, you could decorate the inside of this box however you want. What you want to do is make sure to take a look at the For More Inspiration links, because I'm going to link to both Tangle Patterns and to Thomas's Instagram. And I'm still not sure if you have to have Instagram to look at it, but that way, I mean, you'll get it for the most part from the Tangle Patterns link. But he has one thing I like about Thomas is that he shows lots of ways to use it, and just gives lots of options. So one of those, just take a look and then just try something. And so, like I said, this is, and I just need to fix this line because it's just bothering me. There we go. And I'll just do this one so that way it's equally as thick. So one of the neat things about this is, depending on how you do it and how you want to configure the fragment, which is, Kangular, depends on how you might, how your design might end up. And so that's why I encourage you to take a look, because there are so many neat things you can do with it. You can create borders with it. You can just create neat patterns. This is from earlier. I was one from my earlier session, and I was goofing around on the outside. I'm not sure that I'm going to leave it like that. I might just do something else, but I had put some highlights in here, and I'm like, ooh, it just looks all electric, so let's just go to town. And that's what I did. So anyway, so this one I did in a grid, and he does have instructions for that. Normally, I need to have, or I like to have that structure of the grid to be able to work off of. And so you doing the grid and then dividing it in half, and then doing these shapes. So as you can see them here, and then like this. And this is how you use this as a fragment. It just depends on what direction you want to go. And so this, I decided to have that diagonal line alternate in each box. You could have it going the same way if you want to. And then in our second session, I decided to do this, and I took a deep breath and went without the grid. And as you can see, did these, oops, there we go, with the 90-degree angle all facing in. And so I turned the fragment, each time, as you can see. And that's essentially also, in a nutshell, how the fragments work. It's just either a piece of a tangle or something that you then turn and make cool patterns out of, and you see what kind of meta patterns happen. One thing I do want to note, so then I decided inside the big box I had enough room, I could basically do the grid style inside. Now, as I mentioned, there's neat things that happen with these, like the meta pattern, if you will. So this path, which is this, you can create a neat design with those, and then also with the gap in between these. But you do have to do it kind of this way. I suppose if you put another line in there and did that consistently, it would also work. But just lots of things to think about and have fun with. So enjoy this tangle, and do take a look at for more inspiration links, because there's a lot there. That's one thing that again that I like about Thomas's work, is that he puts a lot of information and a lot of thought into his tangles and how they can be reproduced, and thinking about all of the different ways and presenting them. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you were on the sessions, and this is something that I thought we should have done, is just done one singular like this, and that might also help. So hopefully, if you had a little challenge with this one, maybe this will help. And I hope it does. And if it does, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. If you enjoyed the video, would love to have a thumbs up. Feel free to share it. And if you're not a subscriber to the channel, I would love it if you became a subscriber to the channel. And let's see. Oh, besides the step outs, there's ways to connect with me. So as I mentioned, we did this on Tough Tangle Tuesday, which is generally the third Tuesday of the month. I do also classes on Thursdays. Both of those are free. I do have some other classes, once or twice a month that are a paid class. But all that information is on my website, and that link is also in the description box. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.